so far, Apple has consistently gained share relative to Android during COVID. So after reopening, maybe there are some maybe near-term impulse buying on some of the more newer Apple products, especially for the wearables, iPads, the non-iPhone products. But we don't know if this recession is or a consumer confidence is impaired in the medium term enough to hurt iPhone sales in the next 12 months. So that's to be determined for iPhone, but I'm more confident on demand coming back for Apple's products on the wearables and the other products.
Two questions. How durable is the beat on services, Martin, and margins on the higher end products? How durable are they?
I think the most interesting, you raised a very interesting point, because on the service side, the Apple Store revenues, the payout to developers are not growing because Apple's ATT. So a lot of the revenues they could have gained from video game developers, third-party game developers, is a net headwind for Apple in the last 12 months. However, they beat on the service revenues because of subscription services. So that tells me that their active install base is still a very robust source of revenue growth for subscriptions, and those are essentially Apple's first-party content and services. And so in the longer term, I do see maybe a strengthened synergy between not only Apple's software and hardware, but Apple's content, software, and hardware. So I'm referring to Apple Music, Apple Fitness Plus, as well as Apple TV Plus.
And you've got an outperform rating on Apple, $170 price target. Martin, how are we going to get there? And just walk us through the logic behind that call.
So it's a combination of market multiple recovering and Apple is resuming to maybe a higher rate of growth when the macro pressures goes off. And lastly, you still have a very predictable capital return story from Apple. They still have a long way to go to reach cash neutral position. So more buybacks that will help us to grow the earnings and shrink the share base.